All right, I didn't even really look around back here when we first got this, but I think it's a pretty basic setup. Oh, do I not have ionized cobalt and warp cells? All right, but we can do a storage unit, which gives us one of our unlocks. We'll just keep popping through as many of these as we can. Okay, so you get the interstellar scanner for this one, which is the little table, the holographic table you can use to scan all the planets in the system that you're in. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how much we're going to spend on those sort of temporary upgrades that are probably not going to help us that much in the expedition. But I just need some ionized cobalt and warp cells. Okay, let me see if I can make that. Well, crap. It looks like I didn't bring any cobalt. Let me just put that on the list of things to bring for the next expedition. Son of a... All right, before I go looking for cobalt in caves, maybe we can send off some expeditions and get that bit done. These are all going to be time-locked, so we want to get them started as soon as we can. The issue might be fuel or something.
Happy day, Captain Friend. We will plan many expeditions together, but first you must build a fleet command center so that you may talk to your fleet as they set sail.
So we've got to go through the first few steps of this mission so that it will unlock the recipes for frigate fuel. And I think we get a free batch of frigate fuel as well. And we have so many of these that we could build. I could make 91 of them. I think we're only going to need 3, though, so we'll just pop those down along next to our greenhouse that we already had. We need a couple of microprocessors for our galactic trade terminal on our freighter. But, oh, we've got a nice customer here. I brought a pocket full of edibles, and I believe this is our first customer. Let's see, buddy. How much can you afford? 6.2 million. And another 14.6 million in cryo pumps. Heck yeah, this guy had deep pockets. Now we want to save a good chunk of that 21 milli that we just made so that we can buy other frigates and things like that. But in the meantime, I am going to go ahead and apply the storage augmentations onto Phoenix because we have absolutely no space right now for additional upgrades. And what I'll do at the end is I'll just uninstall the best upgrades we have and take those back with us. Because I don't think, since we've already copied Phoenix once, that I'll be able to do it again. So we won't be able to take this version of Phoenix back with us, is what I mean, is when we get back to the other side of this expedition, we'll have the Phoenix that we brought in with us. And so we'll just need to install new stuff onto it. But we needed a couple of microprocessors and wiring looms so that we can get the last few upgrades on our freighter so that we can move on to the next set of milestones. Now, I want to make sure that we have a galactic trade room. It won't let me build onto this side because there's this little walkway out here. Where can I pop this? I'm kind of constricted by the original design. Maybe I can put it, yeah, we'll just put it down here on the end. That's fine for now. Eventually, I'm going to put some windows up. You know I have to. But we don't have the blueprint we need for that just yet. I need to add a double cultivation chamber as well, and that hasn't unlocked. But we can potentially get this done. Crap, I saw ionized cobalt at this freaking space station, and I didn't buy any. God dang it. All right, we're going to jump back in Phoenix. We're going to head towards the next expedition check-in, and we'll see if we can't find some cobalt along the way. I need to get these frigate missions going as quick as possible, and we need to buy some frigates whenever we get a chance as well. Let's see how far I can actually go. Can I get all the way to the end? Heck yeah. With the improved jump drive on Phoenix, we have a much more lengthy jump range. And we've arrived in the La Parva system, discovered by Hello Games. Might as well go ahead and hit the space station on the way there. We just need a pocket full of cobalt, and then we can refine it into the ionized cobalt and build our galactic trade center. Come on, come on, come on. Let's hope for cobalt, and yes! It doesn't have a whole lot, but we'll take what they've got. 411 should be plenty. Now I've popped that in my backpacks to refine, and we can go over here and check out the next rendezvous. Lucky for us, this is actually a frozen planet as well, which is one of the 3 types of planets that we need to take a photograph on. We'll try to remember to do that as well when we get to the rendezvous. I love skirting around the edge of a planet like this, kind of zipping over the clouds. Of course, there's a freaking storm above the rendezvous. I swear, sometimes it seems like they do that on purpose. They'll make us land and do a little search, and as soon as we get close, the storm will magically end. Watch. I'm gonna freaking predict it now. I was right, at least about the rangefinder part of it. So I'm gonna have to run around in circles in this storm until I get close enough to lock in on the actual rendezvous. And the weather is about to clear, which means we have to be getting close. Where is it? Oh, and the sun is starting to come up. What a beautiful view over the portal. That's gotta be where we're headed, right? And of course it is. I'm calling you out, Hello Games. This stuff is scripted. It's always a freaking storm over these things. Awesome looking birds flying too. Look at those like gossamer wings. They almost look like the wings of a firefly or something. And that's the first rendezvous done. 1,000 nanites, 160 quicksilver, and some inventory slots. Now, we don't need inventory slots in our main slave. We do need them in this expedition, though, because my pockets are tiny. I hate not having space in my inventory. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a nice picture. Come on in. Let's get a one with our pet in it as well. We'll do a quick thumbs up. And there we go. That's even better. This is perfect. And that ticks off our frozen planet. Something tells me the next expedition check-in might be on an airless or scorched planet. We'll see as we go. Oh, cool. We might as well go ahead and scan these awesome firefly-looking things. The heaviest life form, flying life form that I've found so far. These guys warped in just as I came out of the atmosphere, and they're looking for a job.
Rah! You are forming a fleet, interloper? Your vessel is powerful. My crew is mighty.
And I'll be the judge of that. A support specialist? I mean, you know, a generalist is all right. We can send them on any mission. Although they're not going to add a huge contribution, they will sometimes reduce the amount of fuel it takes to send an expedition out, which sometimes on its own is worth doing. Where's the other guy? Ah, there he is.
Rah! Our enemies cower before our mighty starship. We will bring great honor to your fleet.
Just another support specialist, but combined with the other one, and we've got plenty of money, we'll at least be able to take out one expedition, or, you know, mission for them. There's somebody else around here, though, showing up as a green. There he is. Maybe this is a combat or something else. We need something other than just a support specialist. Come on, guys.
You seek new recruits for your fleet, interloper? Inspect my vessel and gasp at its mighty hull and its well-trained crew.
Only an exploration vessel, but hey, we'll take what we can get.